All right, what's up, everybody? Oh, look at that, man. I was right on time yesterday. Today, a solid 12 minutes late. What can I say, man? I'm all over the place. But all right, anyway, let's get things started nice and quick. As you can see, I'm extremely far behind in the arenas. There's a lot to do. Not going to be able to get all the milestones. I was not able to play the arena earlier like I wanted to. It just it's not my round for the arena, but that's okay, man. It's okay. Taylor Bost, holy rapid fire, dude. Can't even ramble about these arenas, and you already sent over a buck just that fast. Holy moly, dude! Holy freaking mole! Slap. Taylor Boss, thank you very much. Okay, let's get a tweet out. Let me see here. Dear Stretch Marvel champions. What do I say? Maybe I'll just say, talk about the Summoner Showdown. I really enjoy the Silver Surfer competition going on right now. I love to try more, but these units ain't gonna farm themselves. P.S. I am now. Leave. Okay. Enjoy the Silver Surfer competition going on right now. I'd love to try more, but these units ain't gonna farm themselves. Tweet. Yeah, so if you guys missed it, the leaderboard, that's how it's looking right now. I'm in second place. I am a good time out from the top guy. A little over half a minute there, 33 seconds. But I've had runs that were on pace to beat this essentially. So it's possible. I don't think this is the final time that we're gonna see, but it is I won't be trying anymore for the next few days. I didn't play it all today or anything like that. It's expensive, man. It's expensive swapping masteries and things like that. And yeah, I gotta grind, so. Okay, Taylor Bost, thank you very much for the buck. He said, nice leaderboard time. Thank you, dude. Man, there's like a flurry of stuff going on. Holy crap, guys. Antonio Lara hitting that member button. Antonio, thank you very much. Actually, Eli as well. Hold on. I think Eli was a member. I think that might have been just a random pop-up message. I'm not even sure if Eli's in here. If you are in here too, Eli, or if you hear this on the playback, thank you for your continued support. Both of ya, either welcome or welcome back. Please enjoy your bananas along with all these sweet emojis. Thank you, guys. Thank you to all the channel members. J Mike's sent it over 5 as well, saying good day, sir. J Mike, what's up, man? Thank you very much for the 5. Hope you're having a great day, dude. Rudy 2020 sent it over 100 rupees as well. Man, I don't know if you guys have ever sent over super chats this quickly. This is crazy. Saying congrats BG on Showdown. You're the man. Hey man, don't congratulate me unless I win, dude. there's only one winner, you know what I mean? Right now, I didn't win anything, you know. But we'll see as time goes on. Congrats on the leaderboard, BG. Eric, what's up, man? Thank you very much. All right, let's get to it. Pete, what's up, dude? Brian, I have 54 points in offense. Send help. Oof, Pete, that's a lot. That's very offensive, dude. Good luck. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll do this. God, I'm not even gonna be able to get my 6 stars in a second time, but at least we'll see where I'm at in terms of if I need to get any more points with the 5 stars if I'm close to a milestone. So let's do that. Let's do that. BG, a man was apprehended after robbing a convenience store. The undercover cop threw a car wheel at the robber to stop him. Luckily for the officer, he got tired. SDY. Why do you do this? You know I love you, but boo, man. Boo. It's a shame. Getting booed before Tom even gets booed. Is Tom in here right now? Did he put you up to this? I don't think he's in here. I don't see his name unless I missed him. But I know he's got his spell on you or something, man. What's going on? Especially a big thank you to Pete for the tangent emoji. Yeah. Thank you, Pete, again. People love that emoji, man, because I guess apparently I talk a lot. You're the first channel I joined. Antonio, thank you, man. Definitely appreciate it. It's okay, BG. You're at least the first loser. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Jeff. It ain't over yet, though, man. I'm telling you, so I used to play games relatively competitively. You know, it was never like tournament level or anything like that, but there's been games I've played in the past where I was pretty high on leaderboards and things. When I played WoW back in the day, back when the game was still new, back when in the Burning Crusade expansion, and Wrath? No, not in Wrath. It was in Burning Crusade. We were pretty competitive. We played our own style too, which was the best part. And we still hit the top of the leaderboards. We still beat the #1 teams and all that. And yeah, that was really fun. But I haven't really played games competitively for many years now. And doing this challenge, it was like awakening a competitive spirit that was slumbering. I've never played this. Like, MCOC is a different type of game, right? It's not a direct competitive thing in most cases. Even in, like, let's say Alliance Wars, right? Like, that's the most competitive it gets. It's not really competitive. I mean, it's competitive in the way that, yeah, you don't want to die, but it's not competitive in the way of, like, you're trying to maximize every detail of the fight in your favor and things like that. And it was pretty fun going through and, like, trying to find all those points and everything. And like I said, man, I can get that time much lower. I don't know how much time I'm gonna put into trying it, but it was fun. It was fun, at least. So I've got high hopes for when Kabam adds a full competitive mode to the game, a full solo competitive mode to the game. Should be good times. Corey said it over Buck saying, "Dingus, how the hell are you?" That's cool. I haven't heard that yet. I gotta give it a listen. Okay. Anyway, enough about you. I was looking into my crystal ball earlier, and it showed you were happy. Your crystal balls must be real, because it's true. So it must have been your birthday. Happy birthday, Dingus. Oh my goodness. The lines between you and Lakers bodyguard get blurrier and blurrier as the days go on. I don't even know what to say. Oh man. Like, dude, I legit almost just said Lakers bodyguard, thank you for the buck. But Corey, thank you for the buck. My goodness. Ryan, oh, here's Tom. When the police officer asked me where the hackers disappeared to, I told him I wasn't sure. They must have ran somewhere. Really? You just turned ransomware into a... Oh. Those times hold, BG? We'll see about that. Good night. No, those times will not hold. I guarantee. The top person, they clearly know what they're doing, and it's possible that they could win it. You know, I don't want to talk any trash to that person, especially, I mean, I don't know them or anything. And they're clearly very good if that's their time. but I'm betting that that person also knows, like, once you like fully understand the fight, I'm betting that that person also knows that there's things that he could have done better, or she. I'm guessing he, the name that he's using, but there are things that they could have done better, just to slightly tweak out a faster time. Of course, not much faster, but there's always that little bit of room for improvement. You know what I mean? That little bit of time where the dude goes passive, or, you know, whatever the case may be. My run really was not even a good run. It was the type of run that I would normally throw away when I was doing attempts. I was just gonna throw it away, and then I was like, oh, whatever. Let's keep going. Wheel BG wheel. My previous joke extended. Oh God, I didn't even realize. Oh, MSG, why do you do these things? Oh, sending over 10. Whoa. Bo McCubbins, everyone. Send over 10. Thank you, dude. Saying, hey, BG, if you place first this week, how much time will you invest in the Showdown challenges afterwards, since you would be ineligible to rank in them? And also, you stated how expensive it has been for you. How many units would you give for 106 star SIGs? Well, dude, it's even more than that. That's the thing, man. The rewards are crazy. But there's no guarantee. Like, if I just ignored arena for the week, I would have a chance. You know what I mean? That's all it is it's a chance. I don't know what the exact odds are, but there'd be a chance. Like I said, I can beat the current top time. I can beat that time. How much lower it'll go, I don't know. But I know I could beat that top time. But it's just a chance, and wasting potentially, let's say, I mean, there's only like half a week left. Let's say I wasted somewhere around 1,000 units that I'm giving up by not farming. Also time spent making other content. I just factor it in. It's rough, you know. There's definitely a sacrifice to it. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a try on like the final day, and we'll see how it goes. But I think that's all I can really do. Until then, it's kind of business as usual for my account here. I need to stay on the unit grind. I need to, you know, keep doing all the things I've been doing. It's not just units, by the way. Map 7 doesn't pay for itself. I have tickets right now, but I'm gonna have to buy tickets in the future. I'm gonna have to get gold to rank up champions, and yeah, it's a lot to gamble on it. BG, serious question: why do you use bananas for members? Ooh, because bananas are awesome. I wish I still had it. I may still have it somewhere. So the bananas just kind of became a meme for the channel accidentally. So I used to do live crystal openings. So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah, dude. Something like that. Very small, I'd say, but there's a chance. But anyway, I used to do live openings on the channel, and here's the thing about live openings: they're super fun. You get everyone in the chat going nuts. Everyone wants to see you pull something good. Well, I shouldn't say everybody. Some people want to see you pull the worst of the worst, you know? You got those people. Which, hey, I'm sure at least a few of you are in here, and that's fine. As long as you're watching the channel, you know what I mean? But anyway, the thing about live openings is they're over in a matter of minutes. Especially at the time when I was doing live openings, it was for featured crystals, for featured 5 stars, and that's back when we weren't getting anywhere near the number of 5-star shards that we get today. So, you know, I've been saving up months to open up like 3 featured crystals, right? What would happen is by the time I open the crystals, people are just getting to the video. Sorry, I got caught up reading other messages. But I would yeah, by the time I open up the crystals, people just got the notification. People just got to the chat. Like, it was just kind of a bad experience. So what I started doing is just kind of delaying it. I would go live and I'd be like, okay, yeah, we're gonna open this up in 10 minutes. We'll give people some time. But then everyone's like, dude, just open the crystals. Because of course the people who are there right now, they want to see the opening now. You know what I mean? You click on a crystal opening video, you normally don't have to wait. It's just opens right up. So you gotta try to do something entertaining. And I was like, I mean, I don't know how to entertain people, but I know how to eat a banana, and that's kind of funny. But there's something funnier than eating 1 banana, and that's eating 2 bananas. So, you know, I had a banana in each hand, eating them, and then a 3rd banana arose from under my desk, and nobody was expecting it. Nobody was expecting it at all. And ever since then, that was the bananas just kind of became a meme of the channel. Laura was actually under the desk, and I gave her the signal, and she raised up the 3rd banana for me to eat. I prefer Brian in the darkness with his hoodie on, 1 single candle lit while he essentially eats a banana. Not a fantasy dream. It actually happened. What? PG Tweeter? All right, Pete, let me check it out. Hang on. Celtics bodyguard sending over Buck. Whoa. Saying, Dingus, how the hell are you? You're right. Somebody already uses this format tonight. Anyway, enough about you. Let's talk about you. Had any good beans lately? Actually, no, dude. I haven't had beans in like 5 days. What about bean burritos? Found a Mango Tango replacement yet? There is no replacing Mango Tango. What's your last 4 social? It's actually just goes by colors. Green, ruby, blue. Wait, why am I telling you this? I shouldn't tell you this. I shouldn't tell you this at all. But thank you very much for the buck. Okay. Let me see. What is this, Pete? Good at oh, dude, that's hilarious when it happens. That happened to me so many times. Every time, dude, I crack up. It's just a one-shot, dude. You never see it coming. Because there's no reason for him to throw this heavy attack. You're not trying to block. You're not trying to power. You're just going in for the attack immediately. And then just... whoop. Oh, you gotta love it, dude. It's hilarious. Alright, let's get back to the grind. BG, I feel you on the Mango Tango. It doesn't go as deep, but one of my favorite drinks of all time was Adwala's peach ginger juice. Okay. Can't say I've ever had that one, but yeah, rip to that drink too, dude. The Mango Tango was really the only one I ever had from them. There was only ever like 3 types they had at the store from that brand. One was like a carrot juice, I think, or something. I'm like, no. Listen, I like carrots, but I don't think I like carrot juice. And the other was just like regular orange juice. So, yeah, Mango Tango. That's where it was at for me. But well, he throws the heavy and special one whenever he has power gain. At least makes it predictable. Is that what he does? I don't even know that. Yo, BG, just had my counting midterm for college and got an 86 out of 100. Not bad, dude. Time to celebrate and play some arena along with you. All right, Dylan, sounds good, dude. Congrats. 86, very good. Currently in the asylum, so I'll ask Ambrose. Ooh, the 3rd banana was a paradigm shift. Yes, it certainly was. Oh man. ABG, big question. I have a 5-star and was gonna wait for the C&T, but I want your opinion on with my small 5-star roster. Should I just go for basics and just expand and not target yet? 17 5-stars. Targeting is it's really tough to comment on, because it's always fine to target specific champions. It's more difficult knowing which champion that you should be targeting, or champions, because you actually shouldn't. You should almost never open a dual class crystal with the intent to get one single champion. Of course, that changes once you have an extensive 5-star roster. Hence why I'm going for Aegon right now. And it would be the same if somebody had, you know, 155 stars, but they were missing Doom and they want to target Doom. You know what I mean? It changes at a certain point, right? Once you kind of narrow down what you're missing. But early on, it's not a good idea to open with the intent just to pull one single champion. It's probably better to kind of focus on clusters of champions. Like, let's say you wanted to tackle variant 3, you know, of course the tech crystal is what you want to go for. It's really difficult though to say which crystal you should go for with the roster size that's kind of still in development like that, you know. So I don't know how much I can really help you to tell you which crystal to go for. If you were eyeing up, you know, a few champions out of the cosmic and tech crystal, it's fine to go for it, but don't go all in on it. Once you get a decent champ of that class type or two, then you might want to switch things up. And if that all sounds too stressful, too much to think about for you, then just pop open the basics. It almost doesn't matter at that point. It really is more for once you want to focus in on something. Like I said, it technically it can always be beneficial to target, but the benefit is rather small early on, I think, compared to later on. Okay, now I'm off to bed. Good night, sweet prince. All right, MSD. Have a good night, dude. Any thoughts on rank 5 unduped Rolk? Unduped? Roboto. I mean, I know you like Massacre, right? I can't remember. I know you like Massacre because that's a little bit of a unique thing, but I can't remember if you also have Domino to go along. Is that why you're going with that? You want that trio together? If that's the case, even still, it's pretty rough, man. I definitely don't recommend it. But at the same time, you know, you're Catalyst. You do you. It's not the worst move I've ever seen, but it's probably better options out there still. Yo, Brian, I've been playing this game for a year and just realized that you can swap the fight order from seeing you swap Kingpin and Havoc. God, I feel stupid. Man, a lot of people say that. You're not alone, dude. You're not alone. But yeah, you can totally change up the order. Alan sending over $1. Alan, thank you, dude. Saying, where's your last one at? I probably passed it. Oh, it's right there. 2 messages above. Okay, just got a generic 5-star gem from a 5-star max. What? There's generics in there? I thought they were class specific ones only. Wow, dude, congrats. That's pretty cool, man. That's awesome. Stroking My Saber also sending over $1 saying, ABG, bad news. They said a mask would be enough to go to the supermarket. They lied. Everyone else had their clothes on. Stroking My Saber body. Boo. Boo. David Cruz sending over 125 of them PHPs. Saying, hey, BG, looking to do Act 6 completion and potentially Abyss soon. Who do you think is better to rank 5, Void or Thing? Both awakened. In my opinion, Void. It's debatable though. Very easily debatable. Some people will say Void doesn't need the extra rank up because, you know, you're mostly using him for utility and you kind of have that that heal reversal, power reversal at rank 4 and things like that. And Thing could really use that additional rank up to deal more damage, stuff like that, right? But what it comes down to for me is I use Void way more than I use Thing. Thing's a powerful champ for sure, but I don't know, Void is just next level. I kind of have this attachment to Void though, man, that might be more so than the average player. Void, he's one of my go-to champions. He's been one of my go-to champions forever. Ever since I made that at the time my most in-depth guide. It might even still be my most in-depth how to play a champion guide. Which honestly, there's things I could add to it now now that I've played him so long, but still really good. Anyway, yeah, I gotta recommend Void, but I don't think you could really go wrong either way. I gave up, can't fight these tangents at super chats. What is this, Pixie Bell? What? McFabio would have read all my comments just saying, sigh, miss him terribly, rip. What? Where's the original comment? I have such a hard time finding the original comment. You see that picture that Chunky B left in her Twitter, Baldykins? Yes. Yes, I did. Let me see if I can find it so I can share it with the rest of the class here. It's beautiful. If you guys ever wanted to see what I looked like without the bald cap, this is it. Don't look at the neck down so much. Just focus on this part though. Oh man. Orange Juice sending over €1. Orange Juice saying, hey BG, I have a test this morning that I haven't studied for at all. I'm just winging it. Wish me luck. Oof. Good luck, dude. That's how I approach school. Don't recommend it, but yeah, I kind of did the same thing. Good luck though, man. Thank you very much for the euro. Well, 5-star Mojo today. Should I focus on ranking him up or Sim Supreme or Hulkbuster? Mojo's cool, but he kind of needs a lot. Be good. He needs like high sig and stuff like that. I'd probably recommend going Sim Supreme or Hulkbuster. Yeah, Hulkbuster if you still need options for variant 2 and 3. Sim Supreme for everything else, pretty much. BG, so I was thinking you definitely are gonna win this week's Summoner Showdown. I have all my faith in you. So what champ you picking? It's a lot of faith in someone who is not even at the top of the leaderboard right now, dude. I appreciate the faith they have in me, but let's not get ahead of ourselves, man. I'll give it my best. I'll give it my best, but the competition's heating up for sure. It's gonna get crazier and crazier as the week goes on. I have no doubt. I wouldn't be surprised if my name is completely off the leaderboard by the end of the week until I put up a new time. Because I'm telling you guys, my run, it honestly was not even a good run. It was a run that I should have quit out of, 30 seconds into it, not even 10 seconds into it. It's one of those runs where I was like, tired of resetting because of bad starts. Let's just play it out. And even the end wasn't good either, but I just felt like playing through the fight. 500 shards away from my next 5-star. I'm considering selling, but I have resisted. Yeah, don't sell, dude. Hoping for an Aegon dupe. Have about 56 skills plus generic altogether. Waiting for him. Yeah, never sell champions. Whatever you do, man, it just sets you back further for the next champion that you're gonna get. So keep that in mind. Stay strong. You'll get the shards. Good luck to you. Gee, why did Death want a career job? He wanted something to live for. Boo. Boo. I asked Mama if that picture can be my screensaver. She said I was insane. Maybe a little bit. You really want that picture as a screensaver? Oh my goodness. BJ, have you seen anything about an MMORPG called Ashes of Creation? Yes. I have. So I haven't looked super in depth, but like probably most people that were into MMOs who have ever played a PC based MMO, probably seen at least a video or two on it. And I probably saw the same video that nearly everybody saw who has any interest in those games from what was the channel? Lonely Peon, I think is the name of it. Anyway, it's very interesting. It's a very interesting looking game. It is probably insanely time consuming, so I don't know if I would be able to get into it. And then the other, like, so a lot of it looks good. I want to say that before I get into like the couple of negative things. 95% of the game looks really cool. I like the direction the devs are taking for it and stuff like that. Like the two negative things that I have to say is, one, it seems even more time consuming than the average MMO. I think it's going to be. So yeah, like I said, I don't even know if I'd be able to realistically play it. And then the other thing is, I'm not in love with the visuals for it. Maybe it's just because it's like early beta type stuff, and maybe it'll look better when it's actually live and everything. But it's a game I'm keeping my eye on, and for now, that's kind of where I'm at with it. Can we expect a 300-second run, Banana Man? I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna get that low. If I had to guess, I would say the top time is 340 seconds right now. If I had to guess, I would say you could probably take off another 20 seconds if you had a god run, something like that. Even that might be pushing it. Maybe like 15 seconds even. I don't know. It's gonna get really tight around that time. That, like, yeah, 20 seconds might even be too much. It's hard to say. Really hard to say. But I don't think it's going to go sub 300. I don't think it's possible. I would be surprised if it did. And if it did, I don't think I'd be able to to beat it, man. Like, the top time, I know I've had runs that were on pace with it. And I've learned some tricks since then. And yeah, Eugene, I know how to win Showdown. Please contact me. That doesn't sound mischievous at all. Please contact me. I appreciate the offer of help, but I know exactly what needs to be done. It's a matter of executing it at this point. In a good run, good RNG, and all that stuff. But I'm not even going to be trying again for until probably the final day. I need to look when the final day even is. I think it's gonna be Sunday, but I gotta double check that date. Because if it was Sunday and or if it was Saturday and then I started, like, I went to go play on Sunday, oh, I'd be pretty sad. Torch or duped Colossus to rank 5? Depends on what you need. The two pretty different champions. I think that Colossus is the overall more useful champion to have in your roster. That said, there's some fights that Torch is like nearly irreplaceable for. So it really depends on what you're looking for, what you need. If it's one of your earlier rank 5s, I'd probably just recommend going Colossus. But as you start to get more rank ups, you got to start going for some of these other champs that you know, fill a smaller role. Flex sending over 3. Flex, thank you very much, saying feature 5-star crystals worth it or just stick to basics. What are your thoughts? Appreciate any feedback. I don't like featured crystals. I think the cost is too high. If you're really trying to narrow down the pool to go for, you know, maybe a couple of specific champions in there, even that gets really tough to recommend. Because here's the thing, the game is shifting towards 6 stars at the high end. At least 5 stars are going to be useful for a very long time to come, I would say. But at the high end, the game is starting to shift towards 6 stars. You know, the more events that come out that give tier 5 class catalysts and all that stuff. One of the best ways to get 6-star shards is just by duping your 5s. You go for featured crystals, and you're cutting that. You're cutting the amount of 6-star shards, the total that you can gain. And if you're newer to the game, then oh my goodness, you are just missing out on expanding your roster. And when I say newer to the game, I mean newer to you know, growing your 5-star roster, basically. So yeah, it almost doesn't make sense for pretty much anyone to go for features, in my opinion. If you have the sigil and you're targeting a champion that's in the feature and you get a discount crystal that's not much more than the regular, okay, I can see that. You're really desperate for a particular champion, like let's say if Ghost was in the featured pool when I was prepping to do a Legends run, I probably would have went for it. Even that I'm not even sure on, but you know, there's some reasons. But for the most part, unless you have a very, very compelling reason, I recommend sticking to basics. Basics and the dual class crystals. Basically the dual class crystals. They're way better than the features, in my opinion. Eric said it over $1, saying, hey BG, I'm a big fan, maybe we can meet one day. Wouldn't count on it. I don't meet people, I don't go outside, it's just the way I live. Hate to tell you. Oh man, maybe one day. Man, Eric, thank you, dude. You know, I used to do, I mean, I only did 2 of them, but it would have been nice to do more Seattle meetups. It's actually really fun getting to talk MCOC in person, because I don't know anybody in person that plays this game, or has an ounce of care about this game or anything. So it's actually really fun to talk, like at Comic-Con and stuff like that. Maybe one day the world will go back to normal. Who's first in America? The leaderboard, it looks like this. I can't remember how to say this. It's not IP, right? Because this is from a movie. Or maybe it is IP. Maybe I said it is IP the one time you guys corrected me. I can't remember, but it's a pretty popular series of movies, I think, right? I just haven't seen them. But he is currently, or she, like I said, number 1 by a pretty good margin too. I think every day we're gonna see times not only get closer to that one, but possibly creep just a bit below. BG is a vampire, possibly. Do I bring Cap Infinity, Quake, Namor, Omega Red, or Venom to rank 3, 5-star, no suicides? Cap Infinity, Quake, Namor, Omega Red. No, with no suicides. If you're good with Quake, then I recommend Quake. But of course, she has a particular playstyle that not everyone is comfortable with. I would go with Venom next, probably. Venom's a beast. Without suicides, I use him all the time. And I've got plenty of champions that are good without suicides, and yet I still turn to Venom more than almost all of them. He's just really powerful. He's great for multiple of the variants at this point. And yeah, he'll always be useful for his ability to counter the Spider-Verse champs. That's correct. It's Bruce Lee's teacher. Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Cool. All right, I'm close to the 6 million milestone, so we'll go for that. Was fortunate enough to organize Seaton's 2 meetups in Long Beach, and we'll never forget them. So fun. Yeah, dude, they really are a lot of fun. Have you considered using Guillotine 2099 or Star-Lord for the Abyss? Considered, yeah. Don't really want to do it though, and probably won't. BG, remember my tweet with Man Thing? Well, my luck is even better today. Also pulled 6-star Nick Fury. Dylan, congrats, man. Good stuff. BG just got a Black Widow Deadly Origin. Is she any good? I don't have a ton of experience with her. I tested her out extremely briefly, like a handful of fights when we had her in the CCP. That was when Aegon was in the arena, and I was just grinding the arena all day, pretty much. Some people say she's underrated, and she might be. Don't want to dismiss it until have like the first-hand experience to say so. But I didn't see anything like too crazy about her when I did play her the few times. That's how it is with champions sometimes, you know. It takes more than a few rounds to really figure out exactly how good they are. Ranked my Quake up to rank 5. She leaves opponents shaking in their boots. I mean, that's kind of the name of the game with Quake. Dad just got Aegon today. I want to do Labyrinth. What would be a playable Sig level for him? I don't think he needs to be that high of Sig. Let's take a quick look at Aunt May. From memory, I think around Sig 40 is probably pretty good. Yeah, you can see a pretty steep curve early on here. Maybe closer to about Sig 60 wouldn't be bad. That's nearly 50% of your combo that you're keeping. That's not bad. Like Labyrinth, I think higher Sig matters more in something like the Abyss, when you only have a certain number of hits that you can land in a single fight. And you know, it would take a lot longer to build up if you didn't have him at a higher Sig. He doesn't need to be Sig 200, but at a higher Sig at least. In Labyrinth, you're gonna cap out relatively quickly. As long as you're good at holding a combo. It can sometimes be pretty tough to hold a combo. You start to get nervous around like the 500 plus mark, you know, even before then, but especially once you enter 500 plus territory. But if you can do that, I think it takes somewhere in the neighborhood of like 600 hits to take down the first fight. Could be wrong, or maybe that was a 455. I'm not sure, but it takes quite a few. And yeah, we'll get there. He'll be built up. Corey sending over a buck. Oh, you already read your last message. Rank my Quake up to rank 5. She leaves opponents shaking in their boots. I mean, I almost booed this, but you know, it's not even a joke. It's just, that's exactly what she does. What's up, Hector? Brian, congrats. Thanks, man, but I'm still losing. Don't congratulate me yet, dude. It's okay though. It was really fun, and honestly, like I said, I only have a chance, a relatively small chance, at putting up a winning time. This is only the results of 2 days in. What was I gonna say? But I've had a lot of fun with the fight, and a lot of fun kind of playing with different mechanics, and yeah, man, it's just, I think it's a good sign for competitive MCOC in general. Like, this only one winner per region type stuff is a little too hardcore. For, like, you know, to be like a permanent addition to the game. It's cool for, you know, like a once a year tourney or something like that, but it's pretty hardcore. Extremely hardcore, actually. But I'm sure when Kabam brings a solo competitive game mode to, you know, just to the masses, just like as a staple for the game, I don't think you're gonna have to be #1. It's probably gonna be similar to how they do rankings and everything else, you know, break it down into different brackets, different reward brackets, and I'll have a ton of fun with that, man. So that actually got me really excited, because, you know, I mean, Hector, I don't know how you felt about like the Comic-Con tournaments. They're cool, but you have to stand in line. You get a bad run, it's like, okay, you just wasted, you know, half an hour, 45 minutes standing in line. Go back, do it again. See you in 45 minutes. And it's like, oh man, I didn't really want to do that even. I would stand in line just because it was a good place to talk to people, you know. But yeah, it wasn't super fun. It was just like interesting. This, I think, was really fun. All right, BG, I'm heading out. Really happy about joining nights, dude. Thank you again, Antonio. Have a good one, man. What do people in the top 10 get anyways? Not the top winners, but the other ones? Nothing. I don't think they get anything, at least. If they got something, I would probably just be playing it right now. Because the top 10 time, I'd feel significantly more confident that I could pull off a top 10 time. The top time, slim chance, but it's fun to try. Waste 45 minutes every single tangent. Well, you know what? I didn't like waiting in MICC lines, and then having a poopy AI. Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's pretty rough. Or like, you use Hyperion, right? And you get an aggressive AI, and you get like 2 heavy attacks off, and you get 1 fury out of those 2 heavy attacks, and you're just like, okay, what am I might as well just stop now because I can't do anything with this. You know, like you had to get like 7 or 8 furies to even have a chance. It's so crazy. And then everyone in line's doing the same thing. Or Archangel's the same deal. Quick question, so if you do epic on the Galactic of Herald thing and get the rewards, can you go back to the same path and still get more rewards? Yeah, like you can, as long as you have those little gumball planet things, you can do it as many times in a single day as you want. It just takes another one to enter, and that's it. Can you play Realm of Legends with a 2-star guillotine? I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. That was you're like 3 or 4 years late for that kind of gameplay. OBG, just explore 5.3. Please pray that I get immune from the Awakening Gem Crystal. I need my Namor Awaken. I'll take him to Sig 200 instantly if I can. Alright, man. Good luck. Hope you get it. Good luck to you. Hang on. Trying to find a message here. ABG explored Valiant 3 and got Claire and a 4-5 Mystic Gem. I think it's a sign, but I wanted to hear your insight. I have Mojo, Sim Supreme, Ghost Rider, and Claire, rank 4. Who should I feed the 4-5 gem to? Also, some details left out was that I already have 565 Doom. My next goal is Variant 5. Okay, so your next goal is Variant 5. Would probably go with either... Or wait, is that Sim Supreme or is that Sorcerer Supreme? You can't say SS, and you also can't say S Supreme. That doesn't work either. But I would go with whatever S Supreme you're talking about, or Claire. Those are the two I lean towards, and it's kind of personal preference. I use Claire all the time. I love Claire. I don't know if she really gains too much of a benefit from Variant 5, but even still, I liked using her in Variant 5. But yeah, she ain't the only game in town, you know what I mean? I'd recommend going with one of those two champs. Alright, hey man, I got and rank 5 Aegon. I'm doing Labyrinth as I should. Best team to use, Proxima and Nick Fury are def on the team. 20% plus combo shield. Other two spots, Heimdall, Blade, Starkey. Ideas? You pretty much just want synergies. Proxima, Nick Fury. I don't know exactly who everyone uses. When you say Nick Fury, you also running suicides, and you bring Nick Fury for the shrug off to get the heal at the start of the fight. So I think it's pretty valuable. I think some people like to put Quake on the team as well for the Nick Fury synergy to have some evade charges and just go like full on intercept style. Since you have unblockable hits, you can just wait for the opponent to block and then just go in after a certain amount of hits. I don't know who the absolute best options are though, since I don't have an Aegon. I've never really thought about putting an Aegon team together for more than a couple minutes at least. Heimdall is always good to have, but I kind of view Heimdall as only if you have the other synergies covered type of thing. It's the way I would approach it, at least. But yeah, I don't know exactly who's best. Definitely might want to get some insight on someone else who's used Aegon. I wouldn't bother bringing Blade and Stark Spidey though. I would just be the Aegon show plus synergies. UG, you got a science 4-5 from Variant 5. Choices are Thing or Red Guardian, both unduped. Thoughts? It's a tough decision to make, man. They're both pretty strong champions. Unawakened, huh? Maybe hold on to it and wait and see which champion you get awakened first, and maybe just go with that champ or something, because they're both good champs. Neither technically requires, neither are required to be awakened, but it's certainly a nice to have. Yeah, I don't even know how to help you with that one, man. I'd probably just wait until one of them gets awakened, or figure out if you want a counter to Can't Stop, Won't Stop, or a counter to Unstoppable. That's the way I kind of look at those two champions offensively. Once you get deep enough into the game, at least. Like, I'm pretty sure you've already done Variant 2, but if you didn't do Variant 2, then the easy answer would just be Thing. but I think you've already done it, so that kind of complicates it. Sounds like you don't really have a dedicated need for either, so I wouldn't rush into using it just for the hell of it, you know? Does anyone know when the Silver Surfer debuff thing will go live in the show up difficulty? Is the nerf still not live? No, it is live. People were telling me his new health pool and stuff like that earlier. Go check it out. Rank 2 Undupe Magneto or rank 5 Awakened Magneto? Probably the Awakened is better than Unawakened. I don't think he needs the Awakened ability, but I mean, it's nice to have. So since there's not a big difference between the two at that rank, I would probably go Awakened. Did you see your score? My score in the Summoner's Showdown? I mean, I played it. So yeah, I already knew what my score was before the leaderboard updated. I mean, I didn't know where I was on it, but yeah, I have looked at it. We talked about it a bit. Stroking my saber, sending over a buck. Saying, BG, I hate when my wife gets mad at me for being lazy. It's not like I did anything. Stroking my saber. Boo. It's like, I mean, people say that all the time, not usually in joke form, right? When people get mad, like, what? I didn't do anything. And that's the problem. You know, that type of thing. But boo. BG, good evening. I just 100% variant 5 and got the exact gem I was after. Very nice. And champ 2 from 3 dual crystals. I need new goals in the game now. Any ideas? Whew, sounds like you got pretty lucky there. I don't know. I don't know what you're missing. There's got to be some champions you're missing. Keep expanding that roster because you never know what champion's gonna get buffed next. Ah, crap. That's the other thing I wanted to say. I don't think I added that, but when the person was asking earlier about if feature crystals are good, like, I think they're worse now than ever. Technically, they look more appealing because Kabam has put more solid champions in there and everything, but I think they're actually worse now more than ever because we don't know what the next amazing champion's going to be. We don't know what the next rework's going to look like. With a target of 2 champions a month getting buffed and synergies that are coming out stronger than ever, I just want every champ, you know? But goals in the game, I don't know, man. There's tons of content. I would say just get ready for it. I don't know if you're comfortable where you're at with your alliance, but of course you could have some alliance goals, even if they're not necessarily to be like the #1 alliance, move up in prestige and rating and stuff like that. You don't have to do that. There's other ways to progress. Haters is a good example of just doing things to make the alliance more enjoyable overall. I don't know. It's hard to say because everyone's so different with the enjoyment they get out of this game. Like for me right now, it's just the Summer Showdown. That's the goal. But not everybody wants to compete in that, which I totally get. What's better for progression, Act 6 completion or Abyss? I think Act 6... Oh wait, completion. I think Abyss is easier to do, like a... Well... Actually, I take that back. I'd probably recommend Act 6 unless you had like the ideal setup for an Abyss run. If you had, you know, Aegon plus all the other kind of best champs to do an initial run, then it's not too bad. But even then, it's still going to cost a lot of resources. You know, you can save them up, you can farm them up, save you a lot of units and things like that. But it still takes a bunch of time and effort doing that. Act 6, you can just knock out one path at a time, and the rewards, I'm not even sure which is better. Like, here's the thing, I did my one path of the abyss, right? But I haven't really used anything that I got from it yet. I will use it. It will be rewarding, but I haven't used it yet. So it might depend on the champions you have. If you're getting ready to rank up a 6-star champion to rank 3, and you just need a specific class catalyst or something along those lines. Nick at Night sent it over too, saying, is Terax worthy of rank 5 for defense and or offense? I haven't seen him get any kills defensively in the Masters bracket. I don't think, at least. But I imagine he's the type of champion that is more difficult to deal with, maybe not having the best counter or knowing how his mechanics work. They can, that damaging aura that he has can maybe get out of control. So I think depending on what tier you're in, Terax could be worth it for defense. Might be a stretch though. Offensively, no, I don't think that dude's worth anything. I think that dude's a piece of garbage offensively. I wouldn't be surprised if Kabam found a way to maybe not necessarily buff him, because like I said, he probably does give people trouble on defense, depending on the tier. So if they buffed him, that could potentially make that worse. But I could see them giving him like a really powerful synergy maybe. But yeah, for 99.9% of people, I don't recommend taking him to rank 5. Regardless of any defensive use that he has, it's just more important to rank up other champions for most. You think Moon Knight will get a buff? Probably. Do I gotta be level 60 to get Abyss of Legends? Because I am Cavalier. I actually don't know. I didn't think you needed to be 60, but I could be wrong. PG decided to pop 2 Science Mystic dual crystals today, and to my surprise, got my top pick, Sorcerer Supreme. Very nice. An Awakening Gem ready for her too. Can't wait to rank her and use her in War and Quest. That's awesome, man. I'm a big fan of Sorcerer Supreme. That's cool to see you getting some love. PG, how has your Sasquatch done on defense? I don't think he's gotten a kill yet. I mean, I haven't paid attention in the off season, of course. Placing with suicides and things like that. During the season, he was only there for like 2 wars. So need some more time to tell. And possibly, I'm not sure if there's better nodes that can be figured out, things like that, but I don't think he's done anything on defense yet. Oh my goodness. Dude, I totally... Wow, someone might have called that out. I'm so sorry, guys. I never fixed the big D. Not until I saw Nick and Knight say biggest D with a thumbs up. I'm sorry, dude. Bo actually sent over 10 earlier. So he's actually the big D. There was other people that sent over some that were bigger than that one as well. My bad, guys. I don't have the initial super chat setup because I like to do the slap. But then after that, I usually change it so that it just automatically updates. Totally forgot. BG is long shot good. I pulled him as my third 5-star. He's not bad. And in terms of your third 5-star, I think that's a really good third 5-star. So yeah, congrats on that. Doesn't need to be awakened. I don't think he's quite as powerful as, you know, someone like Doom, for example, but hey, your third 5-star, you don't really have too many choices at that point, and long shot is better than most champions that you could have pulled, so it's a great pull, man. My Iron Fist rework idea: charging heavy stacks chi, different action consumes chi to heal, stack fury, prowess, cruelty, precision, etc. Maybe have power steal, also new special animations. Thoughts? First instincts, I like where your mind is at, but you might need to tone down the buffs, because buffs are usually like in that quantity, at least in that type of spread of different types of buffs. That's usually something for cosmic champions. Not always, but you'd probably want to narrow that down to something more mystic-y. And he could be a little bit different because he, in my opinion, Iron Fist, he is different than the standard like spell casting mystic type, you know. He's very physical. He's like a skill / mystic type. Maybe that new rupture. Well, actually, I don't know. Does he need damage over time? Maybe he just wants like raw damage. You really want that fist to kind of just explode with the armor breaks and things like that. Yeah, I mean, your idea's not bad. I would just try to maybe narrow down the types of buffs that he gets, type of thing, you know. You can still balance him so that he does crazy damage by giving him like higher base stats and things like that, but just not as much in the way of buffs. Is how I'd look at it, at least. Who knows how Kabam would look at it? For all I know, Kabam's doing exactly what you're saying. Evening, Brian. Do you think that the new buffed Magneto could take on that Sentinel in Act 6.1, or would Medusa be a better option? They'd probably both be good options, you know. I think Magneto would probably do very well. And even that one has become dust in the wind because of these wretched tangents. Oh my goodness. The amount of complaining about these tangents, it is hitting all-time highs here. Let me see. By the time this tangent ends, global warming will be extinct. Aliens will have invaded and procreated with us. Whoa. Those offsprings will have graduated college, and McFabio will have come back home. Well, it's an interesting look at the future, I guess. I'm down for it. Was there even a different one? I don't even know if there was a different message before that. I don't think there was. I could be wrong, though. Corey, sending over a buck. Corey, thank you very much. Where are you at? Dual class champions could be a fun concept, seeing as Karnak is basically half skill, half cosmic. I always liked that, man. I always hear mixed feelings about it. People are like, why does it cost 2 class types? I thought it was really cool. I thought Kabam was gonna lean way more in that direction, to be honest, but they didn't. So I've said it a billion times in the past. I want more types of customization in this game, right? I don't have any pictures anymore saved. But you remember like hold on, I know what I can do. The video that I made that I ripped off Dota 2's talent system that looked something like this, right? That had like 2 different ways you can go. I was thinking that, you know, most champions, they probably fit somewhere between class types. There might be some like purists, right? But like Green Goblin, I mean, the dude's, everyone thought he was going to be science, and then he came out tech because, well, he's on a hoverboard, right? But obviously he's like right in the middle of those 2 class types, right? So you can have one side that kind of leans a little bit more heavily towards like the tech way, and then the other more towards the science. And, you know, of course you can kind of cross abilities over and things like that. And it doesn't have to be like, you know, it doesn't have to be this particular system. It was just an example since I already ripped it off once. That hopefully some of you watched that video and know what I'm talking about. But yeah, man, I kind of wish that they would do more stuff like that. I think it's cool. I think it's cool to have like class identities and all that, but I think it's also cool to kind of find a middle ground. I mean, I think Kabam already does that. They just don't really mention it, but you can tell some characters, their abilities, you know, they borrow from other classes and what they would have. I mean, Ghost is a prime example, right? She shrugs off debuffs better than all the skill champs. But right, anyway, Stroking My Saber sending over $1. Saying, hey BG, did you watch Captain America Civil War? I did not. If you did, tell me if you get this, how much did it cost Hydra to kill Tony Stark's parents? $1. I mean, I think I still get it because isn't Winter Soldier his name Bucky? I haven't seen the movie, but now I spoiled. Thanks a lot. I wasn't planning on seeing the movie. Boo! I still have to boo you. Boo! Because that was terrible. Boo! Take a lap. Boo! But I'm guessing that's what happened. I haven't seen any of the Captain America movies, the standalone ones at least. I've only seen the Avengers. Bushido Brown sending over £1, saying read Douglas Parker's Last. Douglas Parker. Here we go. So when people comment about tangents, they're implying there's a main topic that you're supposed to be talking about. What is this magic topic that you tangent away from? You know, Douglas, that's a great point. That is a fantastic point. Thank you for bringing it up, because I don't know. And if somebody wants to set me straight on the topic of the night, then let me know. Depending on what the topic is, we will talk the rest of the night about that topic. Oh, man. Rusik said it over 20 of them rubles. I think those are rubles, right? Saying, hey BG, congrats on the 2nd place. Do you have any room for improvement? I do, yeah. Honestly, I am betting the #1 guy probably has some room for improvement too, though. So, question is, like, would if this was his best time, which I don't think it is because it's only day 2. But if this was his best time, I could beat it. But I don't know if I could beat this guy because clearly he's very skilled if on day 2 he was able to get this time. But I've had runs that were on pace with this. On runs that I think could have bested it by a few seconds at least. So, yeah, there's tons of room for improvement. I was actually on a pretty bad run. I said a bunch already, so I don't want to go into too much detail again, but I was on a pretty bad run that you know, once I kind of figured out how I wanted to approach the fight, I would just be resetting in the first like 30 seconds. And this was one of those fights where I was like, yeah, there's like a bunch of things went wrong early on, but for some reason I just decided to play it out. And it kind of like, when you have a bad start, I think it also kind of messes up the end and stuff too. And so yeah, it was definitely not my best run. Plenty of room for improvement. Armand sending over 2 as well. Thank you very much, dude. Let's see where your last is. BG, I'm starting a YouTube, or I'm a starting YouTuber and streamer. Any great advice? Great advice. Probably the best thing I can tell you is to make helpful content. I've noticed there's some really entertaining people that I wish their channel would grow, and I tried to help them grow, tried to, you know, call out their channels and things like that. And I mean, of course, they do grow to some extent, but I'm like, oh man, these people are really entertaining. I feel like their channels should have way more people watching, type thing, you know? But the best way to actually grow, I think, is to make helpful content. Because when you help other people, it's just kind of natural to return the favor. And I do the same thing myself, you know? I realize, like, you know, if I watch a video that helps me, I'm way more likely to hit the subscribe button. If I just watch something that was kind of cool, I don't even know why, but half the time I just like don't even think about it. I'm just like, oh, that was really cool, and I just like close the video, without thinking. But if something helps me, I was like, oh wow, that's really cool. You know, maybe there's other things they can help with, and I just subscribe. You know. So I'd say that's the number one thing, which is it's just a win-win for everybody too. You know, you help people, they help right back. Aside from that, man, there's a million tips, but I guess the next, I'll just give 2 more. Just start if you haven't already. That's the biggest thing. Stop right into it. You'll kind of learn as you go, because no one starts anything and are just automatically immediately good at it. You'll kind of learn your own style and the types of content you like to make and all that stuff. You'll learn as you go. Get more comfortable hearing yourself talk. That's another big problem that a lot of people have, including myself, where the first time you hear yourself, you're like, wait, that's not what I sound like. That's what I sound like? I hate my voice. You know? So many people go through that. And then the other next thing is just try to have fun with it. Make the type of content that you yourself enjoy watching, because at least you'll be proud of it. You'll enjoy the process, type of thing. Dude, I was supposed to stop at 6 million for this arena and move on to the other, and here I am closing on the 7.5 mil. Okay, well, we're close enough. I might as well keep going now. All right, hope that helped though. Good luck. Nick at Night sent it over 5. Nick at Night, thank you very much, saying, do you think Cav players should get 4 to 6 crystals instead of 3 to 6? No. God, no. Also, every champ I'm pulling is not rank 5 worthy. Quit peeling my banana. Gulk rank 2 dupe. I mean, that's not the worst. Gulk is a cool champ, but in terms of the like the Cav crystal thing, if there should be an upgrade to it, or just a different name to a crystal in general that gives only 4 to 6 stars, no, man. Honestly, I hate the fact that Cav crystals exist in their current state as is. I don't think they ever should have been added without limits the way that they were. I mean, on the one hand, you know, I am happy that people do buy the Cav crystals, because this game's doing great. Like, all the roadmaps, all the work they're putting into it, all the content that we've been getting hit with, that's all thanks to people buying those crystals so that Kabam can keep developing the game, you know? So in that sense, like, it's awesome. And of course, for them, on the business side of things, of course, why would they want to limit the number of crystals that players can buy? They would never want to do that, right? But for the overall game balance, I think it was very destructive for Kabam to introduce Cav crystals in an unlimited capacity. And I'm not saying that everyone can buy an unlimited amount of them. Nobody can. Right? Even the people that buy hundreds of these things, they still can't buy an unlimited amount. But the point is, people who can buy in like bulk, it's not their fault. So I'm definitely not blaming anyone. It's like Kabam made the system, right? I just don't think it's good. I think what Kabam should have done is just stick to Cav crystals being attached to like the early access bundles. There's a strong limit to those, you know? But when the crystals come out, if you can buy 50 or 100 or 200, like, again, don't want to place any negative words towards the people buying the crystals. It's there in the game. Like, the fact that it exists, sure, go nuts. I'm just saying I don't think it should have existed. It created a huge separation in players who can afford to buy them and players who cannot. I think there's a certain balance that you need to have in free-to-play games of what you can get with your money versus what is obtainable in-game without it. And players who spend should always have an advantage, but it has to be the right balance to it. And yeah, it's a fine line to draw. And if they increase the amount that you can get from those crystals, if they remove the bottom end, that would just create an even further separation, get even nuttier. So Corey sending over a buck saying Dingus need a bean tier list. There's only one bean on it. It's the black beans, the turtle beans. That's the only bean that I buy. So yeah. Hold on. Also, don't give me crap like you don't believe in god tier beans because pintos are clearly at the top. I've had some pinto beans. Okay, I'm not saying they're bad, but no, dude, it's the black bean at the top for sure. Nothing else comes close, in my opinion. I can't say I've had every bean in the world. All right, just like I can't say I've played every champion in the game, but I know what I like. So yeah. Armand sending over another 2 as well. Thank you, dude. Saying thanks, PG. I'm quite entertaining. All right, man. Sounds good. Last Brian, I will stop harassing you about the tangents. One-time offer. First off, I don't believe you. I'm going to read your last anyway. I don't believe you. All right, I'm going to my garage to light a few candles, draw a pentagram with my own blood, and summon a demon. And then I will name him Matt. Matt Demon. And I will make him end these tangents. First off, I'd like to see you try. I'd like to see you and your demon friend Matt try. And second... please don't send your demon after me. I gotta go. Dude, when somebody threatens you with a demon, if like, I was just trying to imagine what it would look like if this was like a real life situation, you know? You're at the bank or the grocery store. Doesn't matter where you are. You're out in the world somewhere. And someone full on believes that they can summon a demon to get you, basically. I'm running as fast as I possibly can, and I'm not going to stop running until, I don't know. Oh, whoa. Oh. That was an accident. I accidentally hit my space bar and it activated the last thing I touched. But yeah, I'm running full speed, dude. Forrest Gump style, cross country if I have to. I'm getting the hell out of there. Bushido Brown sending over a pound. Hold on, let me get in the right arena now. So 7.5 mil for that one. It's gonna have to be it. I'll try to at least finish up these 2 arenas tonight. Gonna once again not gonna get all the milestones in the others though. This is a bummer, dude. I'm like just getting my units back from switching masteries around, testing things from earlier, or from you know, yesterday. But okay, Bushido Brown, thank you very much, dude. Saying, BG, you've set the standard for my gaming stream watching experiences. I see people do 1 hour, and I'm like, what's this amateur BS? Or 5+ hours, and I get bored halfway. You know, it was kind of the sweet spot I stumbled upon. I really feel like it was a total accident to just be like, yeah, 2 hours sounds good. But I feel like that is the sweet spot. Not only does it just feel right to me, but even YouTube, there must be something to it, because YouTube won't even, you know, instantly have the stream processed if it's over 2 hours. So even they're like, listen, 2 hours is good enough, people, all right? Cut the crap here. If you couldn't get done whatever you're trying to do in 2 hours, you don't need to be doing it. But yeah. Anyway, Bushido Brown, thank you very much for the pound. HL sending over a pound as well. Thank you very much. A lot of pounds coming in. Thank you guys. Saying, yo, BG, thanks for wishing me luck on my Awakening Gem. I actually got Mutant, dude. Probably gonna dupe my name more. Also close to unlocking Suicide, so it's an even bigger plus. All right, man. Congrats. Dude, the game, it feels like the game, it rarely works out like that, where you get like exactly what you want. Because of course the odds are not in your favor. But when it does work out, it feels so good. That's awesome, man. Daniel N sending over $1 saying, oh, I'm getting destroyed. Okay, I was getting destroyed by a long shot. So long, sucker. Okay, I just beat the 6.2 Sinister. Very nice. Tough fight. MVP were Awakened Hype rank 5 and Unawakened Cap Marvel rank 4. With Hype, took about 3 level 1 revives, only because I pushed 2 special 3 in accident. Annoying fight, but fairly doable. Good luck on Abyss. Thank you, man. Yeah, that fight's pretty tough. 3 revives is pretty good, dude. That's really good. It's a tough fight for sure. I had some. There's some RNG involved, basically. So I had some runs where I was like, dude, I can get this down in 1 revive, and then I had some runs where I was like, dude, I couldn't do any damage. You know. So 3 is that's pretty good. Stroke of My Saber sent over another buck as well. Saying, what's the weirdest supernatural thing that has ever happened to you? I don't think I've ever had a... I don't think I've ever had anything supernatural happen. Not that I can remember. Like, nothing that ever made me question, like, this shouldn't be possible. You know? The thing is, I'm usually not really paying attention to my surroundings so much. So, if something did even happen around me, I'd be like the guy in the movie where, let's say, like, Superman was like flying through, right? And I'm sitting on a bench reading a newspaper. I'd be the guy in the scene that's just like whistling or humming and just like turn the page, and or like the wind from Superman flying by would turn the page automatically, and I would just be okay with it, and I wouldn't even, I would just, you know, like I wouldn't even realize. If Laura was in here, she would back me up on this. she notices everything going on around. And I'm telling you guys, I'm the Mr. Magoo of MCOC. Not just MCOC, it spreads to real life and stuff. Too much in my own brain or something, I don't know. Thinking about doing the dumbest things. Thinking about an episode of SpongeBob that I saw that made me laugh. If only I could channel that to like something productive, like if I was a scientist or something, but no, it's pretty much just video games and SpongeBob and Psych and, you know, there's nothing else up there. Black beans are quite good, but refried beans are groovy. You use the word groovy, which I like. So I can't even say anything bad about this. Speed up D, sending over $1. Saying I love you. Speed up D. Thank you as always, my friend. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Lakers bodyguard. Saw a long message from you. What is this? Beaver. Guess what? Oh wait. How the hell are you? Interesting. So you only sub to the channel Tips for Growing Hair. Wow. Anyways, I'm very sleepy today, but I'm hungry. On that note, happy birthday, Pelon. All right, Lakers bodyguard, thank you very much, even though it's not my birthday. I hope that you find some food under your pillow, that the food fairy has not taken from you yet. That way you can eat a cupcake or something like that before going to sleep. Red Beans BG, it's New Orleans talking right now. You know, I'm not really a big fan of red beans. I have them every once in a while, but can't say I'm a big fan. One time we like we, you know, normally we go to the store get beans ourselves. You just go in like the bulk aisle and just get a whole bag of them, right? But sometimes we get like the food delivery stuff, like the Prime food, whatever it's called, Prime Fresh, I think that's what it is. Because man, it only takes like an hour and a half. They're so fast with it, so convenient. Anyway, one time I guess they were out of black beans and they just thought it was okay to substitute that with red beans, and we had like just like a 4-pound bag of red beans. It's like, what the hell are we gonna do with this? I ate them. We might still have some, I'm not even sure, but I ate them anyway. But you have to strongly disagree with your logic. You're free to play and could choose to buy lots of calves if you would like to, but choose to spend units on other things. Corey, I understand what you're saying, but the amount of cav crystals that I've seen people open in one single setting is more than I would be able to afford in I don't want to say a year because I don't think that would be accurate. Wait, would it be accurate? Hold on. No, it wouldn't be. Oh, yes, it would. Never mind. It would be accurate. No, I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't. An entire year of grinding, dedicated grinding, every single milestone in all of the arenas, focused on the solo events, all that stuff. And I didn't spend a unit elsewhere at all. Not even a single unit. I would not be able to open up the amount of Cavalier crystals that they open up in an afternoon. So, while it's, like I said, technically not unlimited, right? That might be the wrong word for it. I'm going to keep using that word because to me, it might as well be. You know what I mean? It's, it goes beyond what is possible to achieve without spending. That's why, like I said, the bundles, the early access bundles, oh, they're fantastic. That type of thing could be replaced, like even if you couldn't fully match the amount of crystals that someone spending would be able to open, if you're able to stay at least within the same ballpark, within, like, you know, if you could open up 20% of the amount of crystals that someone spending could, like, I'd be okay with that. But no, it's another world, it's another game. So, like I said, just to reiterate, I have nothing wrong with spending. It's definitely not anything wrong with what players are doing. If you have the money, dude, go nuts. I think games are super fun, and if that's what you like doing, awesome. I just wish that Kabam designed the game differently. Designed the crystal economy, I guess you'd call it, differently. But hey, man, either way, whatever. It drives the content in the game, so. With a glass of milk, I'll have diarrhea tonight. Wait, what? Oh, you had a bean sandwich with a glass of milk? It gives you diarrhea? You seem pretty happy about it. That's a smiley face. Okay. So basically you are Larry the Lobster, Baldykins? Yeah, I'm about as strong as Larry the Lobster. I can toss anchors and stuff like that. BG, just saw leaderboards. Congrats. Thanks, man, but I ain't winning. But how? I only can get it down with 3 minutes left. I don't really want to give away all my secret strategies, so I can't say all the things that need to be done in the fight to drop time and stuff like that. But it's with Medusa, I can say that much. Sorry, man. It is a competition after all, though. Stroke of my saber sent over Buck saying, is it normal to pour your milk before the cereal, or do you pour the cereal first, then the milk? It's cereal, then milk. Anything else is not normal. And you might have been summoned by Hunter. You might be a demon named Matt. If you're doing milk first. No offense to any Matts in here. That's just the name that Hunter picked for his demon. Oh, whoa! I tried to use my special too. Son of a Oh my god, that just set me up for failure so hard. I must have missed the. Must have clicked next to the special button instead of on it. Son of a. Just holding the phone a little bit differently there. Alright, at least I got the point still. But dude, cereal first. Always. The only time, in my opinion, that it's acceptable to do milk first is if you're low on milk and you're not sure how much you have left. You don't want to be in a situation where you pour too big a bowl of cereal and you've got like a drop of milk left. So you pour the milk first in that situation. This way you know how much cereal you can pour. Dragon Dagger sent it over 2 as well. Dragon Dagger, thank you very much for the 2. Thank you for the dagger bucks, man. Appreciate it. No message. Thank you, dude. I imagine it's like throwing daggers and you're just like real quick, you know? I'm like, paper cut, but thank you. Fruity Pebbles or Cocoa Pebbles? If none, what cereal do you prefer? Asking for research. You know, I've had both. I was never really big on Cocoa Pebbles. I liked Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Puffs. If I wanted the Cocos, it was definitely the Puffs. But to be honest, most cereals, at least like the real like sugariest of the cereals, most of them, they start to make me feel sick after a while, like in a different way, like not like physically sick, like I'm gonna throw up or something like that, but just like you know, I guess more so just like sick of the taste. I'm just tired of eating that type of cereal. So maybe sick was a bad word for it, but yeah, I get tired of those cereals relatively quickly. I go for a little bit more of a plain-ish cereal. You know, they're all, I mean, they're all packed with sugar. I want the sugar, but it, you know, I feel like I could eat something like Honey Nut Cheerios for a long time without getting sick of it, or Life cereal for a long time without getting sick of it. There's this one cereal that I like a lot, but it's super expensive, so I don't really get it. I always forget the name of it too. It's like some granola-y thing, like pumpkin seeds and stuff, but it's pretty good. So yeah, but yeah, it was Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Puffs, to answer your question. Pelon Almighty sending over $1 saying last two Master Pelon. What do we got? I wonder who this is. Fun fact, BG would love to spend money on Cavaliers, but all his money goes to buy large amounts of beans. Markets believe that he buys so much because BG believes it is a cure for something. Wait, you pour cereal first? Oh, these are like two separate comments, huh? No comment on the first. Could be right, but I'm not going to admit it. Second one, wait, you pour cereal first? I've been doing it wrong. So I pour milk into my mouth, and I have a cereal gun machine that shoots them. Best breakfast ever. Listen, if you're doing that, that's fine. I got no issues with that, man. That sounds like breakfast on the go. That sounds like you got your priorities straight. If you've invested in a way to shoot cereal into your mouth, I think that's good. Yeah, I saw a commercial back in the day and they mentioned it's actually good in my opinion. What? Oh, Pixie Bell saying heated milk. Mini wheats are good with heated milk. Really? That's my only exception to the cereal before milk rule. Huh. I you know, I haven't had frosted mini wheats in a while, but I do like frosted mini wheats. I think those are good. I bought a bag of like store brand. Oh man, I don't remember what store I was at, but it was like one of those like cheap bulk places, but it wasn't Costco. I don't remember the name of it. Anyway, doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm harping on the name so much. Point is, I bought 2 of the biggest bags of frosted mini wheats I had ever seen in my life. Thinking like, dude, I go through boxes of cereal, like one box a day. If I eat cereal that day, they can't always fit the whole box in one bowl, but I mean, dude, you might as well hang up a sign that says free refills, because I'll go through the whole box. So I bought these Mondo-sized bags of frosted mini wheats, and it was delicious, of course, but I didn't realize it. One of the bags had like a slit in it that was open, and like that, I had that bag on like the bottom, right? I just had them like stacked on top of each other, and every time I would pour some out of like the bag on top, I would just like toss it back on this other bag. And I guess every time I kept tossing it back on this other bag, more of the like the little fibers or whatever you call them of the frosted mini wheats, they were just going everywhere, I didn't realize it for the longest time, and that was the last time I ate frosted mini wheats. I was actually so pissed off. Like I didn't want to eat that bag because it was like open, you know, and it was probably fine, but I was like, whatever. This thing only cost me $6. You know what? Better safe than sorry. Let me just toss it. That was the last time I had frosted mini wheats. I haven't had them since. I was so pissed. Had to clean up all that garbage. Okay, anyway. Wait, Stroke of My Saber, you sent over another one. I don't see any before your last super chat. I do see a message after, though, that just says I started the cereal tangent. If there was a different message, let me know. But yeah, everyone has Stroke of My Saber to thank for this. Don't blame me. Shadow Brown sent it over Pound as well, saying, did you always have that badonkadonk? Yeah. And 2, is that why you became a pants tester, because it would help with stretching pants? Yeah. Absolutely, dude. Like, you got to play to your strengths. Any good businessman would tell you that, you know what I mean? You can try to become a well-rounded individual, but sometimes you just got to play to your strengths. You got a big butt, become a pants tester. You got a good nose that can smell things. Become a deodorant sniffer tester. You know what I mean? It's actually really easy when you think about it. Like, there might be some people in here that still don't really know what they want to do with their life. You know? I was gonna say just in high school, but honestly, most people, even long after high school, don't know what they want to do with their life. Maybe I shouldn't say most people, I don't know. But I would say a lot of people I know, at least, didn't still have no idea what they want to do. And you just play to your strengths, man. It's the same reason why I model bald caps, because of my strikingly good looks and ability to create a long-lasting product that brings value to the people. Bushido Brown, thank you very much for the pound. What's up, Katie? What do I do with my tiny feet? Tiny feet. This is actually not a hard thing to think about. Just requires a little bit of thinking. Tiny feet. All right, so let's just start the gears turning. Tiny feet means you could walk in places that other people can't walk in. Immediately go to tightrope walking. So I'd look for a circus near you, but right now, you know, circus is probably not the most popular because the audiences and social distancing and things like that. So if we keep thinking here, we could probably come up with something else. So let's think about this. Tiny feet, tiny feet, tiny feet. I would say you would probably no, actually that'd be better for big feet. I was gonna say maybe you can contact like the Jackass guys and be able to kick them in the, you know, because your foot would be able to get in there easier. But it'd be funny if your feet were big. So like, that's out. Ooh, you know, it's tough, but you gotta think about it a little bit. I'm already a circus reject. That's why I do YouTube. I hear you. You know, tutorials on how to do that type of stuff, so that when the world does go back to normal, other people can follow in your footsteps. No pun intended. Otherwise, I would boo myself. So that's something to think about. I can attest to that. Jay Divine, what's up, dude? 29 going on 30, and I don't know what I want to do. I know I don't want to be in the security field forever. It's exactly how I felt. Life is about growing and adapting. Never too late for that. 100%, 100 million% agree with that. I honestly didn't know what I wanted to do for the longest time, and I mean, it's more than just knowing what you want to do. The other step is like, okay, how do you achieve that? I know what I want to do now, at least, which is make video games. I just don't exactly know how to achieve that. So, still working on that, but you know, it took a long time to figure it out. It was right there in front of my face, literally, as I play video games all day, every day. But that's what I want to do. Skull the Cosmic One, send it over $1. Saying, hey BG, do you remember which one it is? Totino's or Tostinos? Okay, not only do I remember which one it is, I think I just solved the your problem, Katie Candy. Jeez. So the answer is Totino's, because I used to call them Tostinos all the time, but they're called Totino's, and these are mini pizza pockets, right? If you put them next to your feet, it would make the pizza pockets look larger and therefore more profitable. So look into marketing where you can use your feet for that. Actually, that sounds weird. Maybe don't do that. Maybe run away from that idea completely, because there's probably a lot of weird people that are like, yeah, pizza and feet. That's finally something all right, never mind. Let's get away from that subject completely. But I think it is Totino's, right? Hold on. Hold on. Now I gotta look it up. Totino's. It is Totino's. Okay. Yeah, it should be Tostinos though, because Tostinos sounds better in my opinion. Maybe it doesn't sound better, but it's always what I've known it as, so it should be. Doing path 4 in Labyrinth Electro coming up. So far 3 revives used, 2 on Ghost and 1 on Thor. Nice, you are crushing it. Well done. Stroke of my saber sending over another $1. Thank you, dude. Where's your last? Or is it after the super chat again? I want a pizza. I want a pizza of that feet. Really? Terrible. Ooh. We're gonna get to work on that ASAP. Tomorrow. Yeah, that's when I work on everything too. Tomorrow's gonna be a hell of a day when we get there. I don't know when we get there, but dude, I've got so many things planned for tomorrow. Hundreds of things. Speaking of things I got plans for, God, I can't tell you. I've said this a million times before, but you know what? Maybe if I say it one more time, I'll actually follow through. Probably not, but you know what? I'm going to try. I really desperately need to start exercising. It's getting bad. I just don't move my body anymore at all. So yeah, I really need to do something. Listen, I joke about staying inside sometimes. But of course I do go outside, right? There's things I do that are outside of just sitting here in front of my computer playing games all day. But it's not a joke anymore. I haven't I haven't left home in a while, and that's a problem, man. I just feel like I'm getting weaker by the day. My thumbs they're fine. Thumbs are top notch, you know. Never felt better, but the other 99% of my body, whew, rough shape. Stroke of my saber sending over another $1 saying no before the super chat PG. Oh, was there one? Oh, okay, hold on. My bad. It was before my last BG about socks and shoes. Might not have ever come through, dude. Socks and shoes. Nah, I got nothing. Yeah, I don't think it ever came through. I think that's the issue. I don't know why. YouTube does that sometimes. Just randomly withholds a message. I definitely don't have any filters to prevent socks and shoes. Yet. Don't try me, spammers. Yeah, I don't know why. What happened to your under the desk pedal bike? I mean, that thing actually wasn't that bad. It's kind of a joke product because, listen, I know it takes more than that to be in good shape, but there was times where I was getting a little sweat on while at the computer, and this is better than doing nothing, that's for sure. But I haven't used it in a very long time. I can't remember what caused me to stop using it. Maybe it's because I have hardwood floors. Maybe it was sliding too much or something, or I honestly I don't know. But at some point I stopped using it and I just never really started again. And then I actually it was like before I got this thing, and now I have this exercise bike back here, and I use that. I used to use that and I kind of just stopped doing that too, but I really need to get on it. It's actually pretty again, listen, I know you need to do more than that to exercise, right? That exercise bike's not going to just turn me into actual Fabio, but it's actually really easy to grind arena while pedaling on the bike. So what I used to do is I would just wake up and like I would get my first round of the arena in while on the bike for like 45 minutes. I would just put on I would just find an album that I wanted to listen to, play that, and pedal away. And I guess I got lazy, man. That's all there is to it. Gotta do it. All my zingers are getting missed tonight. Disgruntled banana noises. Rip. Sorry, man. Can't help it. We live in one of the most beautiful states. You have to get some outside time. I know, it is beautiful here. You're absolutely right. Can't even disagree. I need to get outdoors. The thing is, though, indoors are nice. I like indoors. Hold on. What were some of these zingers here, Hunter? Is it too late? Brian, can I slather your magnificent cranium with premium tomato sauce, sprinkle fresh Parmesan, and toss on a few pepperonis? Bald Cap Supreme. Sounds like a serious big menu item. Hunter. Why would you even ask this? Yeah, you better use the premium tomato sauce. If you cheap out and use the garbage quality stuff, then we're through. Of course you can use the premium tomato sauce and do exactly what you said. I'm all for it. Stroking my sabers, sanding over a book. Corey Tom isn't here, so I have to try. Hold on, was there a different message? Ah, that makes sense. Okay, I was saying on a side, my wife asked me to prepare our 4-year-old son for his first day at school. So I stole his lunch. Wow. Seriously? Stealing from a kid. Was it good at least? I mean, what was the kid having? PB&J or? Either way, boo. Oh, I see a message right above that one though. John saying Pizza Hut is closing 300 stores. You all too good for the Hut? I don't know if I would say I'm too good for it, but I gotta be honest, man. I don't really like Pizza Hut so much. Damn it, I tried to swap my champions and it didn't take. I must have moved it to the wrong spot. Ooh, Carl, 37, just got laid off due to COVID. Carl, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I have no idea what I want to do next. Any ideas? Okay, seriously, I joke around a lot about this stuff, but I'm gonna get serious for just a minute here, because this helped me. And listen, I don't know if this is gonna help anybody, but maybe it will. Like, I really had no idea what I wanted to do, and I wasn't in like a depressed state or anything, but it was just like I really felt lost. Like, man, I just have no idea. And this is like I took one break from video games in my life because I didn't like the game I was playing, and I didn't like the way the games that I didn't like the way they were going. I've said it a million times before. I was a huge Blizzard fanboy. I loved all their games. I never really played StarCraft. Just not my. Even though I actually loved Warcraft 3, so I liked RTS games. But anyway, besides the point. Blizzard was kind of changing, and they were no longer making the types of games that I was into. And I was looking around at other games, and even just like the state of all information being available at the just one quick Google search, which I know I contribute towards that now, but I just didn't really like the way things were going. So I was like lost, man. I didn't want to find a new game to play, and gaming took up such a big portion of my life. I was just like, dang, dude, I don't even know what to do. So I didn't do anything. I literally did nothing. I would just like come home from work, and I would just like lay on the floor, because we didn't even have a couch. Actually, did we have a couch at that time? I'm not sure. That might have been. I mean, I did both. I remember doing both, so we might have had a couch at the time. But anyway, for some reason, I think I just thought better on the floor. So I would lay on the floor, and I would just sit there, and I didn't have a TV on. I didn't have any music playing. Nothing, dude. It was just me with my own thoughts. And I feel like if you want to try to figure out what to do with your life, the things that you like, the things that are worth your time and your effort and energy and all that, and it might be helpful just to get rid of the distractions. I wasn't doing it intentionally. I was just doing it because I don't know. I just didn't really. I was never into like TVs and movies that much, and stuff like that, right? So when I stopped playing video games, I literally did nothing, man. And it kind of accidentally made me think about what I want to do. And I had a million ideas before then of oh, I could probably make money doing this, or, you know, like, I don't know, just ways to make money, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. And yeah, I don't know, it might be worth, I mean, experts probably call that like meditating, but that was just kind of what I fell into. Brian, that sounds like depression, but I wasn't sad or feeling bad or anything like that. I just dude, I was still totally happy and all that. I can't say I've ever really been depressed, but I've been around a lot of people that have. And while I can't say I know exactly how they feel, I've had enough conversations that that wasn't it. But yeah, it was probably just like putting me in a meditative state more than anything. And yeah, man, I think, listen, even if you know what you want to do, I think getting rid of all distractions like that will help you to become more creative and figure out different solutions to what you want to do. And we distract ourselves too much. We distract ourselves way too much. I think it's so easy. It's kind of tough to deal with your own thoughts at times. Again, not because they weren't bad thoughts. It was just like, it's literally so easy just to click a button and have your mind focus on whatever you're watching, right? It's so easy to tune into to a game, to this stream, to Netflix. We never get away from it. We never have time to fully focus. So if you don't know what to do, maybe try that. Like maybe look into meditation or something like that, just to put like a professional word on it. But that's what I did, man. So yeah. All right, let's get back to making dumb fart jokes and stuff. That's all I got. No Diablo 4 or Immortal? I might try them just because they're Diablo games, but I really wasn't a fan of Diablo 3, so. You distract yourself with tangents? It's true. I distract all of you with them as well. Or maybe put you guys to sleep one way or another. You should have picked up hard drugs in that moment, Brian. Ah, dude. You're right. You're totally right. I should have picked up hard drugs. I don't know why that was so funny, but that was really funny. I've never heard anyone say like, yeah, you really missed an opportunity to pick up some hard drugs. It's not funny. Stay away from that stuff. Stay in school, kids. Love it, BG. I do need to turn off the noise, but I have to log in for AQ. Well, yeah, I mean, you can't miss AQ, dude, of course. BG, when are you going to stream on Twitch again? The Legend McFabio needs another sequel. I mean, I'm going to do that here on YouTube. It's not going to be the McFabio saga. It'll be something else. Another new account, but don't worry. There'll be more. There'll be other things. Big Red set it over 5. Big Red, thank you, dude. Saying, damn it, that was some of the best advice I've heard in months. More of that. That's all I got, dude. That's literally it. Like I said, everything else is fart jokes, SpongeBob, Psych references, and I can tell you guys how to save units in this game. I can tell you how to be cheap. That's about it. But Big Red, thank you very much, dude. He took up MCOC, hardest drug out there. That is true, dude. Speed Up D, sent out a $1 saying that made me love you more. Oh wow, man, some of you guys seem to have really liked that. Thank you, dude. Speed Up D, appreciate it. The love, the support, as always. American Gods also sending over $1 saying, BG, I gotta tell someone this, so might as well be you. Okay. I popped 10 uncollected battle crystals and I got 4-star Punisher, 5-star Punisher, and 300 units? Dude. Talk about a mega jackpot. Out of 10 crystals? That might be the best 10 pop I've ever heard of, just because 5-star Punisher is so rare. And you still got above average units somehow. That's crazy, dude. Congratulations. Good stuff. Brian, do movie night. You'd fall asleep. Oh, if I, yeah. You're saying I would fall asleep if I did movie night? I would. I fall asleep. Even movies that I like, I will fall asleep during them. I actually tried to watch a movie the other day. Just because I was like tired of sitting at the computer, you know, so I went to, I was playing a little MCOC in front of the TV, and I was watching Ocean's 12, and next thing I know, I'm putting my phone down and waking up to the end credits music and stuff. Speaking of units, come on, 225 me, baby. It's only 75, that's okay. You guys know the rule. We gotta pop another one now. We need like a streak counter. I don't know how to incorporate it, or if it's even worth it. To keep track of like how many times I can pull units in a row. I mean, so far the streak is probably like 2, but at best. But hey, man, if we can get up to like 5 crystals in a row one day, that'd be so hype. That'd be so crazy. Did you watch this entire MCU? I've seen a bunch of the MCU. Actually, I've seen a bunch of the movies. I mean, you know, I say all the time that I'm not too into TV shows and movies and stuff like that, but I still do watch. It's not like I don't watch any. I've seen, what is there, like 20 MCU movies or something like that? I've probably seen like close to a dozen of them or something. I've seen all the Avengers, right? Seen all the Avengers. I saw Thor Ragnarok. That's the only Thor movie I saw. So that's like 5 movies right there. I saw both Guardians of the Galaxy. That's 7. I saw Doctor Strange. 8. Black Panther. 9. Damn it, now I want to pull up a list of MCU movies. I saw Captain Marvel, but I don't know if that counts. I fell asleep during 80% of that movie. Same thing with I saw the second Ant-Man movie, but I fell asleep pretty hard. I fell asleep during almost all of these. Like I say, I watched both Guardians of the Galaxy, but I actually fell asleep during both of them. I saw Iron Man. I don't think I saw the others though, but I saw the first Iron Man. All right, let me go down the list. All right, so Iron Man, yeah, I watched Iron Man. Incredible Hulk, no. Iron Man 2, I don't think so. The first Thor, no. Captain America: First Avenger, no. Marvel's The Avengers, yes. I guess I can put this. Hold on, let me put this on. It's gonna be too bright. This white background. So I won't. But okay. Where are we up to? Captain America: Winter. Oh no, not Captain America: Winter Soldier, but Guardians of the Galaxy, yes. Avengers: Age of Ultron, yes. Ant-Man, no. Another Cap America movie, no. Doctor Strange. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Spider-Man: Homecoming. There's another one that I forgot before. We're up to 7. Thor Ragnarok 8. Black Panther 9. Avengers: Infinity War 10. I'll say no on Ant-Man and Wasp, I guess. No to Cap Marvel 2, I guess. Avengers Endgame. Spider-Man Far From Home as well. Dude, I forgot about all these Spider-Man movies. That's 12 right there. I guess that's it. Yeah, I've seen 12 of them. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's pretty good, man. More than half. 12 out of 23. Some of them were on the plane. I watched Avengers Endgame. Actually, I think was it both Avengers movie? I don't know. When I was doing the Summoner Showdown thing, when I was flying out to New York to do the commentary, that's when I was watching some of those movies. They were long flights. All right, American Gods sending over a buck. I can screenshot it. Oh, Clark from Mark on Twitter. All right, we'll take a look. Look at this beautiful pull right here, dude. Craziness. And you still got a good amount of gold too. Like what? Because let me see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm guessing 4 at least. A 225 and a 75. I don't think it'd be 4 75s, right? It's not even. I don't think it's possible. So, and then 170k gold with the other 6 crystals. It's not that crazy, I guess, but still good. Man, what an opening, dude. What an opening. Thank you, dude. And Big Red also sending over another 5 saying, reason why I said it was good advice, because I'm going through a depressive state and I could take your advice and apply it to life. Happy B-Day, by the way. Big Red, thank you very much, even though it's not my birthday. All right, man. Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? Just taking some time to think about where you want to go next. You know what I mean? It's the way I see it. I'm telling you, it's harder than it sounds, because our instincts are to like keep us from being bored. But that's essentially what you're trying to do. You're trying to be bored, and not the type of bored where you're like, I'm bored because I can't find a new show to watch, so I'm gonna watch this show that I've already seen a bunch. Not that type of bored. Like no stimulus type of damn, what do I even think about, you know? But it'll come to you, man. I think it'll come to you if you give it enough time. Like I said, maybe it probably was meditating, right? Even though I didn't call it that, because I didn't know what to call it. I was just doing it. But if you want to look into it, maybe there's some like good tips that you can find there. Maybe like a certain amount of time every day. I would just do it when I came home from work, because, well, it was late out and I had nothing else to do. You know, getting home at 1 a.m. But okay, anyway. Brian, you can't hold up gang signs like that. Oh my goodness. I could do whatever I want. All right, anyway, on that note, guys, it's time to get out of here. Bo is tonight's biggest D. Bo, thank you very much for being tonight's biggest D. Thank you to everyone else that sent over a little something. Is definitely appreciated as always, guys. And I will be back. I'm back tomorrow night. I don't think day stream. I don't know what I want to do tomorrow. Maybe I'll just get I don't know. You know, I haven't done a daytime arena grind in a long time, and I'm usually able to read messages a lot better when I'm playing the arena. So maybe I'll just do that, because I need to play arena anyway. I need to have a strong start to this next round so that I can participate in the tournament as it approaches the end. Maybe. I'll say 50-50 on day stream tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. In any case, oh wait, we have a couple last super chats here. Big Red sent over another 5. Thank you, dude. Saying thank you, Baldy Bongos. Thank you, man. I think that officially takes over the Big D spot too. Sorry, Bo. But Big Red, thank you very much, dude. And Skull the Cosmic One sent over a buck saying it's the one about the meme tier. Okay. Skull. LOL Hunter, don't you know BG, the biggest gangsta? It's true. They used to call me Lil B from the streets. I used to say that, I mean, obviously I still did just say it, but I guess there is somebody that's actually called Lil B. I feel like I said it before he did, though, so. Okay. ABG, something you could do is using the meme tier squad. Whereas you guessed it, use the meme tier champs and take them into hard content. Yeah, I've thought about doing that before. It's honestly just not fun for me. I like coming up with challenges. But there's some champions that they just frustrate me to play. You know, like I don't know. I think there's a bunch of different challenges, right? And itemless seems to be the one that I enjoy the most, whereas other people enjoy going in with like lower star champions or meme tier champions. I don't know. I just don't really enjoy it too much. So I'll leave that for some other people to do for some fun, but I don't think I'll be doing that myself. But dude, thank you very much for the buck and the suggestion. Okay, and on that note, I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody. You know what a real challenge would be? Doing a stream without any tangents whatsoever. I'm not ready for that.